Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have Sean Casey with me, who is my physical preparation coach. This is something I get a lot of questions about. What kind of exercises do I do in the gym, etc. Let's get to it.
Vacademy, powered by Victor Axelson.
Hi, my name is Sean Casey. I'm a sport nutritionist and physical prep coach. I've been working with Victor Axelson for over 5 years now. Today I'd like to go into some of our favorite stretches we like to do to warm up before both match practices as well as to help cool down afterwards. The first one I'd like to show to you today is the couch stretch. We call it the couch stretch because you can do this anywhere where there's a couch. You can also do it anywhere where there's a wall or anything where you just elevate your back leg up. To start off, all we need is a bench behind us. You're going to kind of kneel down onto one knee. All right, once you get in this position, what I want you to do is slowly you're going to squeeze your butt muscle while kind of pulling your waistline up and in. Once you've held this position for 20 seconds, you're going to raise your arm up, almost like you're trying to put your fingers into the ceiling. As you can see, there are variations you can do with this stretch. One that I just demonstrated was adding a side bend. The other thing you can do is a rotation kind of through your upper spine where you're kind of still squeezing your glute and then reaching up and back behind you. With any of these variations, you can either go back and hold it for a duration, or you can do more of like a rhythmic thing where you're just going through the range of motion in a nice smooth range. Make sure you do both sides. Now if you find that you're just starting off and you're a little bit tighter through the hips, you do not have to, do not try to force that range of motion. If you need to start off a little bit hunched over first, that's no problem. As your muscles kind of relax, you can go into more of that deeper range of motion. And again, you can add in the variations. After holding this one, I can feel my hips already starting to loosen up. Big thing is making sure that you have equal flexibility on both your left side as well as your right leg when you're doing both these stretches. All right, now that I've showed you the couch stretch, let's move over to our next exercise. The second one I want to share with you today is going to be focusing on the back part of the legs, specifically the calf muscles. Especially for badminton players, it's really important to have flexible calves because that's going to allow your ankle range of motion and kind of help prevent some of the injuries there. Place your hands on it and straighten out that leg. It's important not to force your range of motion. Slowly work your way into it. And again, this calf stretch you're going to hold for 20, 30, 40 seconds and then kind of gradually add more range of motion. So as you can feel the muscle relax, you're just going to sink a little bit deeper into it. Again, with this one, I want to make sure that we're not letting our core muscles kind of lose on us, so keeping it nice and tight. Once you've got done with this side, you can switch over to your opposite leg. One variation you can do on this stretch is to let your knee relax down a little bit. Again, we want to keep our heel tighter to the ground. It's important to make sure that we're doing both sides so you feel roughly equal range of motion. All right, once you've done both sides for anywhere for 30 to 60 plus seconds, you can relax out of it. And there you have the second stretch that Victor and I like to do to warm up before matches. The third stretch I'd like to share with you today is focusing a little bit on the inside of the legs. Especially for badminton players who are doing a lot of lunging motion, it's important to make sure this is loose so you don't end up with groin issues. To do this, you can lean over to the side, kind of push your hips back behind you, keep the feet relatively straight. As you're going into this, kind of just slowly work into it. Hold this for a amount of time, and then from here, kind of a little variation is you can let this heel come up. As you rotate your foot out, you'll see kind of the stretch hits a little bit different muscle parts. With all these stretches, you can do 3 to 4 reps on each leg. Make sure once you get done with one leg, you're going to shift over to the other leg. All right, if you find it hard to kind of hold your body in this position for a while, that's no problem. You can kind of either hold on to something to kind of take the pressure off. And the other one we like to do too, that kind of targets similar muscle groups, is from a seated position, bring your heels close to your midline, and with your elbows, think about just putting gentle pressure outside, on the inside of your thighs, pressing your knees down towards the ground. When you're in this position, you can gently push your knees up towards your elbows, kind of provide some resistance for 5 seconds. Let that relax, and then see if you can push your knees down just a little bit further. All right, so there you have it. 3 stretches that can help improve your range of motion and flexibility for badminton athletes. Although I've mentioned this in terms of badminton athletes, these stretches can benefit everyone. These stretches can also be beneficial at the end of a long day when you've constantly been hunched over, working on a desk, or if you've been driving a car traveling. I hope you've enjoyed this video where we went over 3 basic stretches you can add into your daily life. If you like them, be sure to leave a comment below if you'd like to see more of what Victor and I do together, as well as subscribe to his page. Thanks for watching and have a great day.
Learn from the best. Subscribe now.